Good afternoon, students. Today we'll start with the last chapter of this unit, that is the fourth chapter, reproductive health. Now, here first of all, I'll tell you what do you understand by this term. Just tell me what does it mean to be reproductively healthy. Healthy reproductive organs with normal functions. That is what is the literal meaning of reproductive health. But if we just observe it in a broader way, we can also include the emotional and social aspects of reproduction. So, according to WHO definition, the reproductive health is a total well-being in physical, emotional, behavioral and social aspects of reproduction. So it includes all these aspects. Now it is very important for a society to have reproductively healthy individuals, that is those who are physically and functionally have their normal reproductive organs. Moreover, they are also emotionally and behaviorally they are normal. That means all the aspects function in a normal manner. Now if we look at the problems and the strategies which are adopted related to reproductive health, we can say that India was one of the first countries in the world to initiate action plans and programs at a national level for maintaining a good reproductive health. Now these programs known as family planning were initially started in 1951 and then they were periodically assessed over the decades. Some improved programs covering wider reproduction related areas, they are in operation under the name of reproductive and child health care programs, that is RCH programs, reproductive and child health care programs. So it creates awareness among people about different aspects of reproduction. It provides facilities and support for building up a reproductively healthy society. If you look at this vaccination chart which is displayed on your screens, you can see here that for a small child, before it is born and after birth, the different vaccines which are required for a healthy and normal growth. Now government is trying with the help of audiovisual and print media. Even some non-governmental agencies, they have also taken some steps to create awareness among people. Parents, some close relatives, teachers, friends, they also have a role to play in this. They also disseminate the proper information related to reproductive health. Introduction of sex education in schools is also encouraged so that right information is provided to the young, and they are to be discouraged from believing in myths and having misconceptions. Proper information about reproductive organs, adolescence and its related changes, safe and hygienic sexual practices, sexually transmitted diseases, that is STDs, AIDS, etc. It helps people, especially those in the adolescent age group, to lead a reproductively healthy life. So information, that is proper information about all these aspects, is required. So educating people especially fertile couples and those in marriageable age group, about available birth control options, care of pregnant mothers, postnatal care of the mother and the child, importance of breastfeeding, equal opportunities for the male and female child. They address the importance of bringing up the socially conscious healthy families of the desired size. Awareness of problems due to uncontrolled population growth, social evils like sex abuse and sex related crimes need to be created to enable to and people to think and take up necessary steps to prevent these crimes and thereby build up a socially responsible and healthy society. Some successful implementation of various action plans to attain reproductive health requires strong infrastructural facilities, professional expertise, and material support. These are essential to provide medical assistance and care to people in reproduction related problems like pregnancy, deliveries, STDs, abortions, contraception, menstrual problems, infertility, etc. Implementation of better techniques and new strategies from time to time are also required to provide more efficient care and assistance to people. Now, there is a ban on one process that is known as amniocentesis. Now, what is amniocentesis? It is a fetal sex determination test based on the chromosomal pattern in the amniotic fluid surrounding the developing embryo. This test is done for sex determination illegally, but actually, this test is meant to see the chromosomal disorders in the fetus. So, its misuse is for sex determination so that it can be terminated if it is a female. So, this means it can lead to female feticides. So, there are programs which do not allow such activities to be proceeded with. Research on various reproduction related areas are encouraged and supported by governmental and non-governmental agencies to find out new methods and to improvise upon the old ones. Like, for example, Saheli, a new oral contraceptive for the females, was developed by scientists at the Central Drug Research Institute, that is CDRI, in Lucknow, India. Right? So, better awareness about sex related matters, increased number of medically assisted deliveries, and better postnatal care lead to decreased maternal and infant mortality rates, increased number of couples with small families, better detection and cure of STDs, and overall increased medical facilities for all sex related problems. So, these measures, they provide improvised reproductive health to the society. Now, population explosion and birth control. Now, what do you understand by these two terms? Population explosion, birth control, they are two different terms. So, in order to avoid the population explosion, we have to check the birth control. In the previous century, all round development in various fields improved the quality of life all around the world. So, increased health facilities along with better living conditions they had an explosive impact on the growth of population. The population increased dramatically, especially in our country. So, according to a calculation of May 2000, every sixth person in the world is an Indian. Moreover, a rapid decline in the death rate, maternal mortality rate, that is mother's mortality rate, MMR, death of the mother, and infant mortality rate, IMR, that is death of the newly born, as well as an increase in number of people in reproducible age are probably the reasons for population growth. This means that improved lifestyle, better medical facilities, decline in MMR and IMR increase helped it to increase the population. So it helped to boost up the population explosion. Now, through the reproductive and child health care programs, we can bring down the population growth rate, but only up to a certain extent. According to a census report of 2001, the population growth rate was still around 1.7%, that is a rate at which our population could double in 33 years. Such an alarming growth rate could lead to an absolute scarcity of even the basic requirements, that is food, shelter, clothing. Although we have increased the production of all these things, food also, clothing and shelter, still there would be scarcity. So the government was forced to take up some serious measures to check this population growth rate. The most important step to overcome this problem is to motivate smaller families by using various contraceptive methods. Now, about these contraceptive methods, there are so many advertisements also in the media as well as in the posters or bills. They show a happy couple with two children with a slogan, Hum do, Hamare do, right? Even so many couples nowadays, especially in the urban localities and those who are working, they have even one child or they have adopted a child. So this is one more factor. Then there is the rising of the marriageable age of the female to 18 years and that of male to 21 years, and incentives which are given to couples with small families. These are certain measures which help people to maintain small families and will encourage small families in order to avoid population explosion. Now, the detailed methods or the detailed techniques of the contraceptive methods we will take up tomorrow. So, you can go through this list of the important terms also, which is given at the end of this lecture. Thank you.